Go, 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 go. Go, go! Last vehicle's a silver Suzuki SUV. Hey! Stay in the line! Go, Brooklyn, go, Brooklyn, go, Brooklyn. Roger. I can't hear you. Say again. Roger. Roger. Hey! That Silver Titan? Go past me, Ryan. Sit tight. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong?
Law enforcement?
I'm sorry?
You guys law enforcement?
Are you okay?
I'm great. Are you law enforcement?
I'm asking you a question. Are you okay?
If you're not law enforcement, I'm not stopping for you.
Listen, if you keep going, we'll figure it out real fast.
Let's figure it out real fast.
Florida Statute 316, 1974 says we have the right of way with emergency vehicles. You need to sit tight, sir.
No, I don't.
You need to sit tight.
Answer my question.
I'm videotaping everything right now. I'll get your tag number. If you continue the way you are, we'll have to take care of the situation. I need you to sit tight.
Would you let me speak? If you're law enforcement, identify yourself to me. What agency?
We're with Metro State, and we're a state certified agency. You sit right there, please, sir.
Do you have?
Thank you.
Do you have the? Can you write me a citation? Excuse me.
Come on, man. Get out of the fucking way. I gotta deal with this fucking idiot. Move. Sit tight, sir. Please don't continue.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck boy. Hey, piece of shit, fuck boy.
Reach for it.
Motherfuck, fuck boy. Go, cars go. I got this shit. Let's fucking go. Brooklyn, go back them up. Go figure it out. I got this shit. Go to the turning lane, recycle. The right side, I don't care. Motherfuck. Last vehicle's 97. Last vehicle's 97. Motor one's moving. No, it's me, dog. Here. Watch this line. Watch this line. Make sure they don't fucking get in. You got a red. 50-50 Aloma. We need a 50-50 Aloma. Drew, put Ryan and Brooklyn. You move on. Light's green. Let's get it now. Ryan, grab far. Listen to me. Ryan, grab far. Photo's 97. Photo's gonna grab near. Ryan, grab far. Photo's grab near. Near. Very good, Ryan. You can get off over the right way. You just gotta make sure nobody's coming up on you, right? Ryan, why did you leave the light, Ryan? Ryan! Hey! Shut up! Ryan, why did you leave the light? Dog, you... Watch your six, watch your six, watch your six. These cars, Ryan! Brooklyn, wave these cars! Holy fuck. Who is this? Brooklyn, I need them out of the way, dog. I needed them out of the way, dog. Where the fuck are you going? Fucking car over! Pull over! Get out of the way! Move your fuck! Get your fucking car out of the way now! I'm out of gas! Go around it. Go a fucking round! Air horns only, air horns only. The Castleberry on scene. Like the whole agency. They need to be in the right lane. We're turning right at the light. Stay on your horn, Photo. You got a van pulled out. Dumb white bitch in a blue car. Get to my spot. You better figure it out. What the fuck is wrong? Pull the fuck over. Over. You better, you out of my funeral, out of my funeral. You over there. Motor one's moving again. Get the fuck over. What are you doing? What the fuck does it look like I'm doing, dumb fuck? Get the fuck over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the fuck out before you start talking shit and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
Go ahead and pull your little phone out.
I'm not
do your little Google search and figure out what we're doing and what we legally allow. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by running along.
You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
that's what the legal law is. Go back and look it up. 316. Good. Call it now. Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling 911.
Go ahead. Call the 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them it's on video too. Let them know all of this. It's on video. We also have your tag number. So please let me know.
Escort you to your duty.
Watch this. Right in front of the Daytona Beach unit. Do me a favor, hold off on the police siren until we're out of their jurisdiction. Motherfucker. Hot lanes. Drew. Got it, you got it. ASAP, where the fuck are you going? Alright, Star, pull over. With us. Let's get some body footage of the cars racing by. Especially ASAP, get off your bike with the body camera footage of the cruiser. We just shut down fucking 90 fucking motherfucking 5. And not a motherfucking. It's gonna tell him we outrank them. Oh, he's construction. Okay, listen, photo, repo. I want you to pull, now that it's shut down, pull very. Yeah, well, I can promise you there's cops coming right now somewhere. FHP's en route somewhere from somewhere. What is this? What event is this? This is a funeral for somebody that owned Corvette, right? Goddamn, you goddamn fucking right it is. Goddamn right. Somebody that designed Corvettes died. I can't control the statute. The statute says that you want to get to the front and find out who it is. I don't know. Yeah, cremations are in the lead car. Cremations are in the lead car. Make contact with, make 1025 with the lead vehicle. Look at that old ass fucking Stingray. When we made contact with Daytona Beach PD, the motors, they already knew what we were doing, and they even knew how we were doing it, and they were okay with it. I'm like, what? Roger. Drew, left lane hard to the first exit you come across. Let's go. Let's at least get some speed. Let's get to 100. Roger. Somebody get this dumb blonde bitch out of the way. They're in the left. They're in the right, I mean. We're in the left. They just shift lane.
Move to the left, Civic, move to the left.
Right there. Wow. Sit tight.
Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeremy DeWitte, Your Honor.
Sir, you're here in 19 CF 15055. You were arrested pursuant to a probable cause warrant for falsely personating an officer. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $5,000, sir. And I'm revoking the bond in 19 CF 12733. That bond will be set at none.
Your Honor, ma'am. I have an attorney.
Okay.
This charge that they're giving me was from before I bonded out the first time.
All right, Mr. Wright, just let me look. Maybe I missed that, so just let me look. Relax for a second.
I
okay?
bonded, Your Honor, I bonded out. Please, I don't mind it's on recording because they know already. So I bonded out. When they arrested me, they took the camera that I used for that day. They took that camera and downloaded the footage, and they saw 2 more charges, and they're giving them to me now.
I understand 100% what you're saying. I'm asking, I need you to give me a minute to look at what you're saying.
Yes, Your
to
Honor.
verify that, okay?
My
Who's your
wife
lawyer?
just lost our second baby. I
Mr.
have
Wade,
to get home.
I need you to calm down. Calm down. Who's your lawyer?
Amir Ladan.
Okay. So here's what we can also do. Let me first look at what you told me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Dwight, I just looked at what you told me. So the offense date that I have for your arrest on your out on bond form is September 7th, okay? On the first case that I have before me today, because you have 2, the alleged offense date is September 16th. The second offense date that is alleged is September 26th. Those are both after the case on which you are out on bond for. Just a second. If you want, since you're represented by Mr. Ladan, I can have my office contact his office to see if he would like to appear in court later this morning.
He's supposed to be here later this afternoon.
We don't have court this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, and you would be set for first session, so I don't know why he would be here this afternoon. What I can do is I can put your case at the end, okay? I'll have my office reach out to his to see where he is or if he's coming, and then we can readdress it.
Can I say one more thing? And
Sure,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I hear what you're saying about the dates. The body camera that I was wearing that they took away from me in Windermere for the first charge that you're telling me, the body camera was from the office. They took it from me in Windermere. That's been in evidence since Windermere arrested me. these two charges are from the video camera they took from me and put in evidence in Windermere. So maybe the date stamp's wrong on the camera, but that camera was taken from me and held in evidence at Windermere Police Department while I was doing a funeral escort. And those two videos these two that they're talking about now are from that video camera that they downloaded the footage from and finally got it. I guess so. He told me yesterday what he talked to me at the sheriff's office, the corporal. He told me they got a warrant to review the body camera. And that's why they issued the warrants, because they got a warrant to review the video from the body camera.
Okay.
And they activated 2 warrants off the videos from the body camera. So that camera's from the day that I got arrested in Windermere for the first charge. So I hear what you're saying, Your Honor, but that's, for them to have that body camera to download those 2 videos, it's impossible for them to download and use and get the warrant to review those videos to then charge me if it was the camera they took from me in Windermere.
Okay. All right, Mr. Actually, I'm going to take your word for that, okay? I'm not going to revoke your bond. I'm going to stay your bonds on the new warrants. 5,000 on the first one, and 19 CF 15056 is another warrant. Bond on count 1 is 1,000, bond on count 2 is 5,000. Okay, get in touch with Mr. Ledan, all right, about the new
Your Honor.
cases.
Thank you for listening.
You're welcome, sir. You also have reporting requirements when you're released from the jail.
To say that again, I'm sorry.
You have reporting requirements when you are released from the jail.
Report where? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
For English, press 1. For a collect call, press 0. Press pound. Please enter your 12-digit TID number. Please enter the area code and please hold.
Hello?
Hello, this is a free call from
Me.
an inmate at the Orange County Corrections. To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, hang up. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey.
Hello?
How are you?
Who's this?
It's Jeremy.
What the hell? Why are you calling me from jail?
Because the fugitive unit picked me up today.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. And I'll tell you some weird things. And I Recycle, you're like my friend, and I love you like a brother. So I hope you're not the one that's doing this.
What?
Yeah, because
Dude,
Corporal
I'm working right now at the haunted house.
I know. Corporal Ramsey told me that you and your, I'm not using names, but you and your brother told them that I was doing all these things.
What?
Yeah. And in fact, your brother called me right before they pulled me over and said, hey, aren't you in the tow truck today? I don't know. It could just be weird coincidence, because he was asking me, too, if he should just cancel his lawyer. And I was like, you know, just... Huh?
He said who was canceling his lawyer?
He was thinking about canceling his lawyer so he can get his money back for his mom, you know.
Who was, though?
Huh?
Who?
Your brother.
My brother?
Oh, my God. We're on a recorded line, buddy. Your brother? You guys grew up together in New York?
Oh.
So, you know, and Corporal Ramsey said that he knew who was driving what, and, you know, I don't want to get all worked up, and I don't want to get things going, but, you know, I just hope that you and your brother are not the ones that are doing this to me. So.
Dude, I'm working at the haunted house. I didn't even know what the hell's going on. I literally been getting, I guess that's probably been you that's been calling. We've been so short-staffed. It's like my first time getting on break.
Yeah.
And
so,
Jess has been calling me. Everybody's been calling me. And
who called you?
Jess.
Oh.
Jess and Dylan and everybody's been calling me. And then I was wondering what the hell's going on. Did ASAP, like, been calling me, and everyone's been calling me.
Yeah, they're charging me for impersonating a police officer for the incident with the off-duty deputy. They're saying because I got out of the truck and I yelled at him to get out of our funeral that I'm impersonating.
So are they like coming after all of us? Or what?
No. In fact, Corporal Ramsey told me that they're not coming after any of you guys, which makes me think that somebody's snitching on me, because he was saying all kinds of things that don't make sense, and I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I think they're lying. I can't figure it out. I don't know if they're lying or if they're telling the truth. I don't know.
So what are they saying then?
They're saying that somebody was giving them information. I mean, they looked at the picture and they named all of you on the picture, and they said, "Oh, we got this information from somebody." And then he the picture of us at the charity event. So, in fact, then he used that silly term UCFPD. You look like UCFPD in that uniform. So, and then he said that Victor said that he was driving the Charger and that I was doing those things. I said, you talked to Victor and he told you that directly? He said yes.
Was Victor driving the Charger?
Huh?
Was Victor driving the Charger?
I have no clue, brother. I really don't know. I don't know what's a lie and what's the truth. So are you bonding out? What's going on? They have a hold on me right now until tomorrow because I'm on bond already. So they're going to, they could take my bond away or they could give it back to me. But right now I have a hold. So that's why I'm calling you. I need your help. I need you to make contact with Rania somehow tomorrow. We got to get the tow truck out of the yard somehow, some way. I don't care what you guys do. I don't know how we do it. They took my wallet. They took all my credit cards. They took everything. I don't know what to do. And then Repo left his pepper ball in the truck, and he was like, oh, we could charge you for concealed weapon. I was like, what are you talking about? It's a pepper ball. And I didn't even know it was there. So, but he told me that they're not coming after anyone else, that they're just coming after me.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what to do. I guess I'm going to have to call my attorney.
Yeah, he said that they came after me for the incident with the off-duty deputy because I got out of the truck and I told him to get out of the funeral. And then I wouldn't let him pass me is what they're trying to say. So. But he said that they weren't coming after you guys. So that's what made me think that something was wrong. And then I was sitting here thinking about it, and they knew I was in the tow truck today because the UCs were following me, and I saw them following me forever. And I was trying to call Rania over and over and over, and I saw them following me from the turnpike, and I was like, how did they even know I was in the tow truck? And then they took my cell phone, and he hasn't turned my cell phones back into property, so they have my cell phones. So I'm assuming they're going to call you guys, or I don't know, but he said that they weren't coming after you guys. They were only coming after me. So what I need you to do, though, is and I need you to listen to me. I need you to go to the office and make sure that all the cameras are reset. So that way the cameras are ready for the weekend.
What do you mean?
I need you to go to the office and reset all the cameras, including the car cameras, so that way all the cameras are ready for the weekend.
I'm a little confused. Like, what you talking about? You talking about what cameras are the ones that are
the body cameras and the dash cameras? Make sure all of them are reset so we have enough footage for the weekend.
How do I get into the office? I don't have access to the office.
The keys are on the box.
You guys put up a key box?
Yeah. If you don't want to do it, send photo, but somebody's got to go and set everything up. We have one escort so far for Saturday, but they have my phone, so I don't know what's going on. But again, They're not
I mean,
after
you know,
guys.
I'm not really. You know, I don't know how to do any of that shit. I mean, photos probably.
I'll work on that with Vanya. But you guys, they're not after you guys. They're after me, and they're only charging me for the thing with the deputy. So, just.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna call my attorney and let me call my mother and stuff and figure things out.
No matter what, I need this cameras reset for the weekend. And then I need you to call Alan or anyone, call everyone and get help so we can get the tow truck out of the yard tomorrow or the day after if I can't get out tomorrow. Please. And I don't want to trigger alarms, and I don't want to stress everyone out. Everyone needs to stay calm.
I'm going to call Photo or whatever and figure that out. I said, I guess I'm going to call Photo and figure out what's going on. Because, I mean, this is crazy.
I believe that.
I'll have to go back in.
All right, brother. I believe that they're lying to me. I don't believe that this person gave information. So be careful what you say to your brother, because I don't want that to upset him. You understand?
Yeah. Let me.
I don't know if they're telling me the truth.
Hey, sir. I want to file charges right now for pulling a weapon on my wife. You shouldn't be throwing chairs anyways. Officer, he pulled a weapon on my wife. You don't throw a chair at somebody, all right? Yeah, he pulled a weapon on my wife. Let's go in.
Can I get the access to the building until I see
you have to take my phone. This is crazy. Rania! You need to file a statement. He pulled the screwdriver on you right now. File. Tell that officer you want to file a complaint that he pulled that screwdriver on you right now. You have to. You have to.
Just got later, I think.
This is crazy. Their dispatcher even said he pulled it on us, and she said it was for the linkage. Oh, come on, guys. This is bullshit. We were protecting ourselves.
That's good. I don't give a chance. Click.
apartments.
This guy is a police officer.
Apartments.
Your husband is a police officer.
That says police right there. Look at that. He owns Metro State, sir.
This is police on his badge, right? Whatever he does, he should know better. You don't throw a chair just to get the attention.
I know, he was trying to defend me. I ran like this, and he was trying to defend me. Because my first instinct, I was going downstairs.
He probably pulled out a knife for self-defense, thinking that you're going to end up doing something to him.
I was just trying to knock on his window, you know, to get his attention, and he pulled something.
Yeah, that's not an intention. Who pulled what? The driver.
Yeah, he pulled something. Like, I'm like, are you serious?
There he is right over here. I got to hear that story. See, I didn't know that story.
Get his APU. Oh, but he could go to jail for that. Why would he want to do that?
Why everybody else commit anything?
He uses a screwdriver to get you off. And it's still undone.
So he was coming the other way.
All right, you're just kind of going as you talk.
It's true. You get the recording. Officer, this is not right. Give me a lieutenant. Officer. Yes. Come on, man. This isn't right. We were protecting ourselves.
You're a federal agent, you said, sir?
No, I'm a state-certified agent.
State-certified agent, okay.
Officer, he pulled a weapon on my wife. What are we doing? She can file a statement. Let me talk to the sergeant. Come on, officer.
Okay, listen. Give me 1 second, all right?
Come on.
Give me 1 second.
Take me to jail?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to get a sergeant for you. You want to talk to him, yes or no? I need you to calm down then.
It's a long screwdriver, orange handle. How do I know he has it if he didn't pull it on us? Long screwdriver, orange handle. Come on. How do I know he has it if he didn't pull it on me?
Oh, he wants to talk to you. State certified federal agents.
Well, then why is he acting like such a moron?
That's what I told him.
And just trying to make up shit. you got to talk to this guy then and see if you can talk him to apologize, do whatever you got to do so he doesn't press charges at this time. You're going to have to eat humble pie.
Yes,
because you let your temper get the best of you in this one.
But Sergeant, is the screwdriver not in the truck?
The screwdriver was in the bag. Takes it. He uses it to take everything's on camera. He uses it to take off.
Sergeant, when I called his supervisor just now, they said he wasn't trying to hook up our vehicle. So when he came back, we didn't.
Well, that doesn't matter. What matters right now, what we're talking about is the threats and all that stuff. And if you're being aggressive and wild, you got to control your temper.
Roger,
so why don't we talk to him and see if you can talk to him? Can you apologize about being snotty?
Yes, Sergeant.
And just eat humble pie. And I'm doing this because you're an officer. Am I correct?
Yes, Sergeant.
Then you don't want to jeopardize your job. You gotta just eat humble pie on this one and just say you're sorry, okay?
Yes,
and we'll just give them a report. Hopefully we'll go that route. How are you with that?
Sounds good.
We'll try, sir.
Hold on. So the property manager, he has the property manager's number. He has everything on record. He said call him right now. Everything that happened.
This guy's. Could we do a report for you? This guy's wants to apologize. If we go that route, you'll be okay as long as we cover you with a report
for the damage of the vehicle, of the truck, for him throwing the chairs at the truck.
Yeah.
As long as my boss gets that, I'm cool with it.
Okay. All right. So. He has to, because he damaged the vehicle. That's criminal damage right there. On top of it. You want to talk to him?
Roger, yes, sir.
Hey, come on, Carvajal. Have your cameras rolling. We got our cameras rolling on this one. He wants to apologize to the guy. The guy said it would be okay if we just did a report, but it's damage to the property. Come on out. Is it okay if we take him out? Is it okay? You want to do this route?
It's our job. It's our job. You weren't here, so I figured.
Mario, is that all right by you? Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, it's good.
All right.
I mean, if he's willing to apologize, if that's what he's saying, and you want to handle it accordingly amongst each other.
Okay, he wants to talk to you then.
Hey, sir, I am sorry. I didn't know who you were at first, and then when you're trying to hook up, I'm screaming down. You heard me screaming. I was trying to stop you from doing it because we're allowed to be there. And I don't know where the communication error is happening, how these people are calling the police or the towing, and your dispatch, I understand you're just doing your job. But when you pulled the screwdriver, I'm worried about my wife's safety.
What do you mean pull the screwdriver?
He's not pulling the screwdriver to attack anyone.
Why would he? On me. I'm gonna press it then. Because you're lying on me. I never saw your wife.
All right.
Calm down.
Stop.
Listen to me for a minute. Do you think he'd actually pull a screwdriver on a woman? Come on. She's like a quarter of the size.
Roger.
That's silly.
No, I'm sorry. All right, brother, I swear I am sorry.
My boss just wants for the damage.
We got to do the report. You got to cover that damage for him. You know, I understand you're frustrated, but you got to calm down with the temper.
Roger,
this is the best of all things.
Roger, sir.
But we're going to give him the report.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
You all good with that, officer?
This time it's not a king?
No, it's not a king.
Okay.
But we will do the card and all that.
Okay. We'll do that.
We're going to do
all your information. Roger. Okay?
Just an information report.
No,
doesn't go anywhere.
Roger.
All right?
It stays in-house. Open.
Yes, it stays within our department, but we'll know, if he's not happy down the line and stuff, he'll have that report.
Roger.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's silly. He's trying to make excuses with a screwdriver, and I just don't see that. He needs to calm his temper down. That temper will get you all the time. So does he have the right to park here then?
No.
No.
The property manager wants to tow it.
Okay.
So I'm going to take it back to the address on the sign.
All right. And you got to let the he is going to tow the car. He is going to tow it. You got to talk to the property manager about that one.
All right, so at this time, you're going to write your full name, date of birth, and when you live.
We're not going to take him to jail. We don't want to do that, but he can't, you know, be aggressive like that. They're going to have to they're going to have to tow the they're going to have to tow the vehicle.
I understand.
As long as
I understand.
just
I rather tow the vehicle than why not come get him arrested.
all right. Yeah.
This is a rental car. How are we even going to get it out of tow? Well, I don't even know how that works. Is there a way we can get his ID or the wife or some sort?
Do you have a? We need an ID.
Yeah. My wife's got to get her purse. I don't know where it is.
Ma'am. He's going to need his ID though. Can you go get his ID, please? That's fine. Whatever you got to do.
Huh?
He threw four.
I only see one chair though.
No, that was when we came back. The four they already took up there. He threw that right now while they were there, while the cops were there.
While the other guys were here.
Yeah, I had the dolly. He threw it and I ran that way. I didn't want to get hit with no chair.
He started his
I ran that way and then the cop came out pissed. He's like, nah, you know what, we're gonna lock him up.
And then that's when
you guys
he threw another one.
That's when you guys all got here. So that's the fifth chair that came down from there. That one didn't hit the truck. The other four hit the truck. And that's what my boss is
probably an Airbnb mistake. So what did he say? He's going to pay for everything or what?
I don't know. My boss just told me to bring the truck so we can go after him for the damages.
How much is the park? How much is the toll?
Oh, the toll's only $220.
It's still money.
It's still, yeah.
You use that for time too. How does he pay you? What does damage?
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, no problem. He threw four everywhere.
No, so where? I need to see it. 923. Huh? 11077. 23. Event number, please. My partner didn't give it to me.
Where were you at? Where did you throw the chair from?
That's the problem. I couldn't. I was screaming because we can park here, they said.
Still, to throw a chair down, that could have hurt somebody.
I know this isn't good enough answer, Sergeant, but no time in shape or form was I ever throwing it at him. But I know
still, yeah, you don't know if somebody who's walking, one of your neighbors or whatever, walking up in there.
I do agree, Sergeant, and I apologize for my behavior.
Idiot. And then he assaulted you. Well, that's an assault on the chair in itself.
Yeah, he threw four before I even left. He threw four. When I went into there, I popped the linkage. It wouldn't roll because it's electronic, the new trucks. When I got out, then he started saying he was going to come down with his pistol. And that time, I'm like, hey, I got 9 kids. I'm not getting shot for no $70 tow. So I dropped it and I called you guys. When we come back, he threw the other chair. You see it almost hit the car, the cop car.
Right.
Well, they were here. That's why I said, you got balls. He's still throwing them. I had the dollies in mine. I had to run.
What do you think about this? Should it be a king?
That depends on them.
Yeah. How do you feel about this, Mario? Do you think it should be a king, or are you okay like it is?
Yeah, so far.
Just in my opinion, why would you throw a chair from that high? It's a serious thing.
Yeah, so we'll just make it a king then, if that's what you feel better about.
And then he could figure it out with his job after. Because I don't want this to hit us later.
All right, gotcha. We gotta go, dude. It's gonna be a king. You gotta go.
Sergeant.
You know why? Because I didn't know you threatened him with a weapon.
No, I didn't threaten him. I said he was threatening me with my wife. Come on, Sergeant. Sergeant. Please, Sergeant.
We're not going to call your work or nothing, but you're going to get him in the car.
Sergeant, I didn't.
And then you threw a chair when the officers are still around.
Sergeant.
It's too much.
Sergeant,
I didn't realize the gravity.
The job told me they didn't know who it was. I swear, the job told me they didn't know who he was. So we thought he was stealing the truck.
Did you throw the chair? Did you throw it? That's all it is.
Said they didn't know.
Did you throw the chair?
You already told me. You threw the chair.
At no time did I throw it at him. I threw it at him.
He threw it. Yeah. He threw it. It could have hit him. So, you know, he can explain that to the judge. I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't realize. The more I talked about it, the more nastier it got.
It's just a sticky mess.
Yeah, it's a mess, and it's just his ignorance.
I mean, you could be staying, getting out of the car, and when you got flying out, you're not looking at this guy.
You know, a lot of times these tow trucks are dirty, but
yeah,
but this
other times they're not.
yeah. So in this situation, it's not that way. So, all right.
Okay.
Even if it is, it doesn't justify.
Top of the car. I threw one chair.
So as far as you know, he's not a cop.
He just told me he's not a police officer.
Okay, so he's not the police.
At first he said he was a police officer. At first he did. As soon as we reported him, I'm a police officer. Then he changed his mind and said he's a federal special agent or not. He wants to talk to you again. I don't know.
You can't tell people you're the police.
I didn't say police. I swear to God. Rania, where's my... Sorry.
Stop yelling. This is why you got in trouble. Throwing chairs all the way up there. Could have killed somebody.
Sergeant, I never said I was police. I said I was Metro State. I have my badge and ID in my wallet. I'm Metro State in Orlando, Florida. I'm not a police officer. I'm a state-approved certified agent for the state for what we do.
What do you do?
We do high-risk details protection agency services, funeral escorts, ambulance services, on and on and on. The list goes on. Tow services. That's how I know the statute for tow truck drivers pulling weapons when I tell him to drop the vehicle.
He wasn't pulling a weapon.
Then, Sergeant, if he wasn't, stop. Please, Sergeant, talk to me.
What's your
name? Sergeant?
You just chill. If it's an issue, we'll figure it out. But you screaming and yelling isn't going to change that. Okay?
Well, pulling me out and putting me in cuffs and doing this.
When your car is, when it shows signal 10, stolen, it's a felony.
With
So that's how it's done.
Registration. And I have the registration on my phone, but you guys are refusing to listen.
Just sit tight.
Okay. Open the window, please, officer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Officer! Sir!
Good.
That shit's not stolen!
What?
26. Please get a lieutenant. I'm begging you to get a lieutenant. I never resisted you. Sir. Officer. I know you see I'm a felon. That's why you're ignoring me.
Keep driving. Keep driving. Go, man. Go.
I'm getting this all on video camera.
Go.
And I can promise you.
Let's go. Keep moving.
Go the way you're planning.
Oh, you guys can keep going. Go park down the road somewhere else, but keep going.
Allowed to carry guns?
It's a BB gun. It's airsoft. Check that side on the... It does say Kawasaki on it.
He's going to go through just a little bit. You okay?
Yeah, it's hot though. I burned it twice now.
Good morning. All right, Mr. Ledan, you're here for Mr. DeWitte.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of Mr. DeWitte.
Okay, and Mike, was he already seen on the other? Oh, because he was our ward, so he wouldn't. Okay, so he wouldn't have been seen by that.
Right.
Can you just state your name for the record for me?
Yes, Your Honor. It's Jeremy Charles DeWitte, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. DeWitte, looks like you came on the docket because you have a number of out on release cases, and so that's why they held you, even though you were our ward on the new law.
Yes, sir.
And so, I don't know.
Your Honor, the state is requesting
Can you
that
just...
Mary Lynn Honeymeyer for the state. The state's requesting that the defendant's bonds be revoked on his 3 prior cases.
How can I revoke bonds when the offense date occurred?
This offense date occurred afterwards, Your Honor. The defendant was arrested on September 7th, 2019. When the defendant was here last time, the defendant misrepresented to the court that all these offenses happened prior to the 9/7 offense date. That is not the case. So the first case he was arrested on was 2019 CF 12733.
Right, and he was seen by a judge on the 8th, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the case for 2019 CF 15055, the offense date for that was September 16th, 2019.
But he hadn't been seen by a judge.
And that he was not arrested at that date, but that was when the felony offense took place. He was then seen by a judge when the defendant represented to the judge at initial appearance that this 15055 case happened before. It did not happen before. And this case that he's here on, 20 CF 1853, happened on October 1st, 2019. So again, after the September 7th, the cases where he has been out on bond. When he was seen by a judge on September 8th, he was on release for that. And he has consistently picked up new law offenses since that September 7th date.
Well, I mean, I understand that I could revoke on the 19 case. I don't know how I could revoke if he hadn't been seen by a judge before.
So that would be
this offense, because the new law offense is alleged to have occurred
October 1st.
October 1st, yeah. So
the state would be requesting that his bond be revoked on the one that he was out on bond for.
Because you said bonds.
Sorry,
okay,
Judge.
all right. Because that's why I was trying to figure out what you meant. Because I don't think I can revoke on the other cases.
The other ones, Your Honor, the bonds can stay the same, but the one that he was out on bond for at the time, the 2019 CF 12733, the state is requesting that that bond be revoked.
All right, Mr. LaDon, do you have any argument?
Yes, Your Honor. So I agree with the court's analysis and was going to raise that issue, but it's been resolved, so I'll pass to the next issue for me. All of these cases flow from video that was taken from my client as a result of his arrest in Windermere. We're not here to litigate that case, but for the court's consideration, one of the main elements of this offense that's alleged is that my client intentionally intercepted conversations. And what I think it's important for the court to understand for today's purposes is this. Mr. DeWitte operates a business that uses body cameras. Those body cameras are on all of his uniformed personnel that operate these funeral escorts. Those body cameras are always running. So in the event that law enforcement obtained these videos and is now going through systematically to find what else they can potentially charge my client with, what they're finding are those recordings. And so the issue of intent is really what's at stake here. I don't know that there's any way we're going to get to the bottom of that today, and don't expect the court to make that assessment, but I think before you revoke this man's bond and keep him in jail, I'd like you to at least consider the fact that that is the source of this audio. And
isn't this a recorded phone conversation?
correct, but anytime it's a helmet cam and a body camera. So anytime it's running, if he makes a phone call, it's going to record it.
Your Honor, if I may, I don't believe that this was body-worn camera footage that was recording in this case. I have seen the audio of it. It isn't from the defendant's body-worn camera. That's my understanding. So I understand what the defense is saying, but that is an argument to be made not of whether or not his bond should be revoked, but an argument of whether or not there's PC, which has already been found, essentially.
Okay, because I mean, based on one of the affidavits, it says that I reviewed the above-mentioned disc that they received from Chief Edwards, which he obtained from Detective John Allen with the Windermere Police Department, and the disc contained an audio file of a recorded phone conversation that took place on October 1st between a person who identified himself as the defendant, a crime scene analyst, and the individual looks like Gregory Fosterino. So I don't know whether, Mr. DeWitte, I wouldn't make any facial expressions or motions or anything. You have an attorney who's capable of arguing whatever they need to argue for you, okay? So I don't know if it's a body camera, helmet whatever is being recorded, but it appears as though it's some sort of a recording of an audio file from a phone conversation. So I don't feel like I know enough about what happened, but it's two sworn statements.
I understand.
And then
that.
the judge who signed the capious, Mr. DeWitte, if you can't behave and conform, then we'll remove you.
No, Your
okay?
Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So,
My concern is this. I know we don't know enough about it, but my point is simply this. These are all videos. We could be in this position tomorrow, next week, next month, because they're going to continue to review this
I never
conduct.
saw him on any other case.
Right.
I know that Judge Carter, I believe, did, and
She
maybe
did.
some other judges, so I
Correct.
don't know.
And so what...
I don't know anything about the facts of any of the underlying cases either.
Well, they all flow from this Windermere arrest. So however the audio was obtained, it was obtained from my client's business records that are maintained on his person and on every one of his employees. And so my point is simply, I think it's a bit disingenuous to say definitively that he's out on bond committing new law offenses when the sourcing of this is directly from the recordings that are maintained through his business. So I'd rather have an opportunity to have my client out on bond where he can assist me with his defenses and to continue to represent him in that capacity than have him in custody. One. Two, his wife is how many months pregnant?
She's 20 weeks.
Okay.
And this is our third, well, it's our first baby, but our third chance.
She's had 2 miscarriages previously. So there's a lot of medical issues going on at home. There's a lot of stress that's related to the pregnancy in light of the prior miscarriages. So while that's not necessarily an issue of the lawfulness of revoking the bond, I do want the court to at least be mindful of where he is and what we're trying to do. Mr. DeWitte has not done anything in months to do anything in opposition to the law. I'm monitoring everything that we're doing on these cases, and they all do have a potential issue based on what Windermere did in that first case, which we'll be litigating, but it's going to take time and money and effort to do those things, and none of those things are going to happen if he's in jail. So I really need him to be out.
All right, any last argument?
Your Honor, so the state's argument is that the defendant has violated his conditions of pretrial release and that there are no conditions of release that can reasonably protect the community from risk to physical harm to persons. The defendant is continuing to be a risk to the community. His business practice continues to be a risk to the community. The defendant is consistently picking up felony charges while out on bond. The defendant's bond should be revoked for those reasons.
Okay. So you can file a motion to revoke bond and let the trial division determine that, but I'm not going to revoke his bond today. And so you have motions that you can file, but I'm not going to revoke the bond based on the affidavits, and because I really don't know where the information came from and when it came from, and I just don't feel comfortable doing that because I don't know enough. So, but you have the opportunity to file any appropriate motions in the trial division, and looks like the only case that the bond could be revoked on would be the 19 CF 12733, based on the dates of the offense, possibly the one in Osceola County, which I'm not going to take any action on that either. That's 2019 CF 3928. So it looks like there's 2 cases that possible that a bond could be revoked on, but I'm not going to take any action today. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right.
All right, Mr. DeWitte, good afternoon. You've been arrested on a warrant for which a court has already determined probable cause for failing to report a change on a vehicle pursuant to the requirements, the reporting requirements in Florida statutes. The bond on this case will be set at $5,000. Did you want to be heard before I go further, Mr. Ladon? There's a few matters I have to deal with here on Mr. DeWitte's case.
I'm aware, unfortunately, of those matters, Judge. At least I'm aware of one of those matters, I should say. I don't want to presume anything. No, Judge, we're set for trial call in front of Judge Karsten on Monday, and so it was my hope to get Mr. DeWitte out, expeditiously so that we can be present for that and figure out where we are in the pecking order of that trial. But I'm understanding there may be a federal matter that's going to preclude me from doing anything. So my only ask of the court is to grant the bonds as you can,
I understand Jim Scuthan with the Public Defender's Office at the federal level is trying to resolve or recall a federal detainer. And so if that's done, I hope to have my client with me in court on Monday. And if it's not done, then I'll deal with it.
Okay. I see the state is standing. Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor. Just two quick matters. I've already been advised that you're aware of the detainer on him, and I want to make sure that that's on the record. And then secondly, I know that Your Honor's already set a bond at $5,000. I would just ask if you could set it higher if you're willing to give an assistance facts. Consider that.
All right. I did look over the case before determining the set bond at $5,000, so I'll go ahead and stick with a $5,000 bond. However, Mr. DeWitte, as you know, I believe, or should know, you are out on bond on a couple of cases, both out of Osceola County. One is 22 CF 3688, I believe, 3688 PTR?
Yes, that is.
Okay, and that was a similar type of charge, failure to report a change from vehicle. And then also in 23 CF 236 out on bond on a violation of sexual offender registration requirements. Based upon the offense date in this new case for which probable cause has been found, actually this offense date is 23. So I would need to see the offense dates state, if you have those. I would need to see the date that the defendant was placed on bond in those two cases before I decide I can revoke bond.
Right. And Judge, while they're looking for that, I wanted to add, I was before Your Honor, coincidentally, you were doing IAs, I don't know, about a month ago maybe, Your Honor, and Mr. DeWitte had a similar charge brought before the court, similar circumstances, and he was granted release. There's not been any motion filed by the state seeking pretrial detention. I haven't been put on notice of that. Obviously, the court can do it sua sponte, and I understand the court's authority to do that. But again, in light of where we are set for trial before Judge Karsten and the complexities of this, I would ask that maybe you let the federal detainer be the hold that keeps him here if it needs to, but that we don't make this any muddier than it already is. The accusations, as I understand them, are that he rented a vehicle in his name, and they're accusing him of not notifying the sheriff's office of that. The reporting requirement only indicates that he's required to do it if the vehicle is going to be physically present at his residence for 5 or more days. I know we're not here to litigate the case, but that's the essence of the violation. It's not a violent offense. It's not an offense that he's somehow obscuring something, and he turned himself in, knowing all of those things are pending. And so hopefully that's a sign of good faith on his part that he'll show up and do the things he needs to do in court. He's not a flight risk in that regard. I can't do anything about the federal detainer, nor can the court. I understand that. But I'm hoping that we don't interfere with the flow of this, because I'm hoping to close that other case out, and then it becomes a moot issue.
Yeah,
Right. Yes.
He's also out on bond for 23 CF 843 for Orange County.
Okay, I need to know when he bonded on those 3 cases, the date he bonded. I don't have that in front of me, of course, at the moment. State?
Yes, Your Honor, just for clarity, I believe the case numbers that you provided were 22 CF 3688 and 3 CF 236.
Correct.
I see a bond, looking at benchmark, the clerk's site, posted for July 3rd for both of those 2 cases.
July 3rd of what year?
2023, Your Honor.
Okay. And as to the case that was just referenced, 23 CF 843, PTR, do you know when he was obviously, well, I'm not going to say obviously, do you know when he bonded on that?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
23 CF 843.
Oh, it looks like the bond was filed on June 28th, 2023.
Okay, and when you say it looks like that, what do you predicate that observation on?
I'm reading off of the Orange County clerk document.
Okay. All right. I respect the request, Mr. LaDonna, but I will, because this offense that's alleged and probable cause has been found subsequent to the defendant being put on bond on similar cases, I will revoke bonds on 22 CF 3688, 23 CF 236, and 23 CF 843, and bond will be 0 on each of those cases. Next court date, Madam Clerk? You'll receive. All right, thank you, Mr. DeWitte.
And Judge, just for the sake of making sure we don't run into any problems, can we have a note put to have him transported on Monday for his trial call so that I don't run into a problem?
How long has he been in custody?
Since yesterday, he turned himself on the bond. So,
yeah, I will. When the IAs are done, I will let Debbie Hafner know he needs to be transported for Judge Karsten, and that is for Monday.
It's a trial call on Monday, Judge. I'll do the same, but I don't have the same authority you do. So if you can get him out, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, I will.